my queen bees, it is your girl Amanda, the buzzed artist. Welcome back to my channel, a place where you can let loose and just have fun with your acrylic paint. So today, we got something super exciting. As you can tell from my fingers, we're gonna be making a galaxy sky! And to do that, we're gonna be using acrylic paint and isopropyl alcohol. Get pumped, people. And if you guys are new to this channel, please like and subscribe to this channel so you can see more tutorials from me in the future. Grab your art supplies and come meet me. I'm gonna show you exactly how to make this galaxy sky. Yeah. Okay, queen bees, we will be needing some canvas paper taped to some cardboard, as well as a 3/4 inch flat wash brush, a number 10 shader brush, as well as blue, red, white, yellow, and black acrylic paint. We'll also be using 91% isopropyl alcohol, as well as some water and a paper towel. And you can find the list of all the supplies we use in the description below. Let's go. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho! I got some isopropyl alcohol in this little glass container. We don't need too much for this. We just need just enough to get the effect. So, what I'm gonna do first is we're just gonna lay down the night colors, okay? So I'm just going to grab some black with my 3/4 inch flat wash brush, and I'm gonna take some blue. So black and blue. Okay, and I'm gonna dip it in some water to make sure that I got enough watery substance. And all I'm gonna do is just make some horizontal strokes. So I'm gonna go back and forth between blue, black, and just regular blue, and just intersperse the colors. Okay. And I'm probably gonna just do like sections this time. So I'm just gonna do a couple here like this. Just like that. Maybe another section here. Yeah, I'm good with that. I know, I'm just eyeballing it at this point. And then we're gonna go in with like some red and white to make like a pink. So I'm just gonna go in here. Add it in the space that we did not paint yet. And I'm blending it in to the blue-black. Okay, so this is the essentials of blending. You do it when all the colors are still very wet. And if you guys want to know in more detail how to blend and how to, you know, what are the principles behind it, you can check out my video on how to blend for beginners. It's a very helpful video, and I think it'll help you understand, you know, some concepts behind blending and why, you know, you would do it a certain way. So I'm just going ahead, just adding in some shades. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna go in with some yellow to make like an orange. I probably need a little bit more red for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some yellow in addition to some red. Okay, it is a little muddy, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more yellow. That's kind of what I'm looking for. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add little bits here and there. Not too much, obviously. Really want to get this like kaleidoscopic looking sky, just super crazy. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and do some red and blue, because we're going to go make some of that purple. I'm going to add some white to it. I do want to lighten it up a little bit. Got this really nice lavender. I'm gonna add a little bit more blue to that. Maybe a little bit more red. Why not? Lavender. Okay. Just adding it into segments here. Yeah, so at this point I'm just laying down some colors. Just plain to see, you know, where I want everything to go. So more or less, I'm approaching this using a slanted brush stroke. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. And let's see, I'm gonna go in with some blue and some white. So I'm gonna make like a light blue. Again, just in various areas. When it comes to the night sky, it's so many colors here. You know, there's so many colors are at play. So if it doesn't look quite what you expected it to be, don't worry. It all kind of comes together in the end. And plus, you're going to be doing a lot of alcohol on top of this, so it's going to look way different. So yeah, we're going to keep going with the light blue. All right, now here's what I'm thinking we can do. We'll go in with the alcohol. I'm going to dip my brush in it, and we're just going to do the flick. So some colors are starting to get pulled, which is good. It's kind of what we wanted. So I just keep on flicking until I am getting, you know, very abstract looking dry bubbles. And you know, I would say for the most part, that's a good first layer. So I'm gonna let this dry for a little while, and then we're gonna come back to it and add in our second layer and then do more of the alcohol. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do our second layer. So I'm gonna go back in with my 3/4 inch flat wash brush, and this time I wanna go back in with the dark colors again, because I still wanna keep on experimenting. So take some blue, a little bit of black, not too much. I'm just gonna mix those together, just like so. Then I'm just gonna go back in. And this time I'm gonna concentrate on the edges of my canvas, because I wanna give that illusion that, you know, the sky is kind of dark, like a vignette of sorts. Okay, and it's like this really majestic. Keep adding water to kind of help me spread out that color. And I'm going to use my blue and with some red and then a little bit of white to help me get like a violet color going. Yeah. So I'm going to just do it around the edges of where we left off with our blue. Again, going in with white, going in with water. I'm moving fast because I want to go ahead and add my second things of alcohol, and the paint needs to be wet in order to do that. So I'm just gonna finish up adding here. Okay, and then once I got that, I'm gonna rinse my brush out. Then I'm gonna take my alcohol, and then I'm gonna flick along the edges. And now it's starting to form more of those cells that we're talking about here, and that's kind of what we're trying to go for. The night sky it's kind of like uncontrollable. There's so many different things happening all at once, so you want to capture that like intensity, that like complete anarchy that happens in the night sky. So the alcohol does help by making, you know, random size bubbles that clustered and crazy. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add some in the middle here. So I'm going to go back in with my blue, maybe a little bit of my red. Add some in the middle. Maybe a little bit more red this time with a little bit of white. So we get like a lavender this time. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with just pure white, just to kind of help bring out some of the colors that are here. And once again, I just want to go ahead and add some of the dark, like black blue colors on the edges. Again, it's just to help establish some sort of vignette that there's like, you know, there's like darkness surrounding the area. It kind of brings the eye to the center of your painting. So it's just, that's like a little added. Okay, and you can already see some of the colors are starting to come out, which is really pretty. So I'm gonna go in with some white and some red, because I want some pink now. I want me some pink, baby. But really, I'm working on my my strokes, making them more like to the side. Okay, once I got that, I think I'm gonna go back in with the blue once again. And I'm always using a side stroke. I find that that helps me establish like there's movement in the galaxy. I always like, that's why I kind of always prefer side strokes than anything else. I'm going back in with some red. And some now I just went in with some pure blue. So I think you can get my point here that I'm not really just using one layer of one color and then I call it done. Like I go back and forth, I go back to that color again and again, just mixing and going with it. So the main point is you want to just create a lot of colors. Okay, now rinse my brush. We're gonna go grab our alcohol once again, and then we're gonna flick. Now what I want to do next is I want to take some of my white and I want to pour some alcohol into it. And I'm just going to mix it. Because now we're going to work on like our stars in a way. And you know what, I'm going to move on to my other brush actually to help me out with this. So I'm going to move to my shader brush. Just going to dip it into my area here, and then I'm just gonna flick. Now you're gonna notice that the bubbles are smaller, but they dry pretty much the same, which is, it's really, really cool. It just gives you this like, it's otherworldly. And so I'm just trying to concentrate in some areas, like to make more constellations than others. Like I can even use my finger if I want to just add a couple of constellations here and there, and it will dry because it's alcohol, and it'll give that really cool dry effect. So I can even do some flick action if I want to. And again, if I do an even bigger, like if I make a bigger dot like that, it's going to dry and spread out because it does have alcohol in it. So it's going to look really neat. How cool is this, right? I mean, isn't that fantastic? It's so neat what you can do when you're using isopropyl alcohol to kind of help you achieve some of these looks here. And you know what? I'm thinking I accidentally dipped some blue paint in the alcohol, and it formed this big kind of like, I don't know, it looks sort of like a meteor thing, but I'm actually really liking that. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I have a little bit of blue left, which is what I want. I'm just gonna take my alcohol, just pour a little bit into the blue. I don't need that much, to be honest with you. And then I'm just gonna dip it into the blue, mix it around just like so. It's ready. And I'm just gonna flick my brush and just make some more bubbles. And you know what? I can move back to my 3/4 inch brush and just do like a, kind of like do a drip motion. Like that if I wanted to. Because it kind of just like dripped out, and I thought that was like a really cool looking effect. Guys, how cool is this, right? It's, oh God. I discovered this method when I was making my dad's Father's Day card, and you can check out that tutorial in the description. But that's when I kind of discovered it's so fun to paint with alcohol. So this is, you can go forever with this. You can keep adding more and more, like, but yeah, I'm gonna go back in and add in some more white because I think I really liked seeing all that. I think whenever I do the galaxy sky, I always end it with the white because that's the most of what you see. It's just all this expanse of white. It just kind of overpowers and takes over everything, which is fantastic. So this is how you can make your very own galaxy sky using acrylic paint and isopropyl alcohol to get you to do this fantastic cacophony of colors. I hope you guys had fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button, you know what to do, so that you can see more awesome video tutorials, art challenges, thrifted art, upcycled projects, and much more art-related stuff from me to you in the future. Remember, love yourself and to always have fun with your acrylic paint. See you next week. Bye!